Something needs to change here because these Tesla recalls are getting ridiculous. If you don't know what the problem is yet, you're about to find out. Tesla recalls more than 1 million cars over crash fears. Tesla began investigating customer complaints about the issue on Model 3 and Model Y vehicles in China on March 25th. Tesla is recalling more than 1.8 million vehicles because of a hood issue that could increase the risk of a crash. Billionaire Elon Musk. This grates me too. Why is it that every time we see the name Elon Musk, it's preceded by billionaire, as if it's a horrific deformity that should make people shudder? Why not just go full hog and just say big bad billionaire before Elon Musk's name? He's worked harder, longer hours and taken more risks than people are willing to do. At what point do people go from admiration from someone who's worked tirelessly his whole life to become successful to bitterness, hatred and jealousy simply because on paper he's got some money? He's not lounging around on a yacht every day. He's out there solving problems for humanity. God, I really hate that disingenuous billionaire nonsense. Anyway, billionaire Elon Musk's Tesla is recalling some 2021 to 2024 Model 3, Model S, Model X and 2020 to 2024 Model Y vehicles because the hood latch assembly may fail to detect an unlatched hood after it's been opened. The unlatched hood can fully open when the vehicle is in motion, potentially obstructing the driver's view and increasing the likelihood of a crash. The company is unaware of any crashes, injuries or deaths related to the issue. So it's a non-issue then, and not really worth reporting on it unless you know bad news sells. Most people only read the headlines, and any negativity slung at Tesla or that big bad billionaire Elon Musk is another worthy blow against the man and the company doing the most for Team Humanity. It goes on to say Tesla did not immediately respond to a request for comment. That's mostly because in October 2020, Tesla dissolved its PR department, technically becoming the first automaker who doesn't talk to the press. The Independent knows that, every journalist knows that. It's not a big surprise, so of course they're not going to immediately respond to a request for comment, are they? But why do you think that is? I mean, Tesla's been unfairly attacked by the press since day one. If they're not going to be fair, give credit where it's due and making false claims left, right and centre, why would Tesla have relations with them at all? If your partner's being a dick day after day, how long until you leave them? Hopefully you come to your senses eventually rather than living in a toxic relationship and withering away any chances of happiness. Elon clarified dissolving the PR department on X in 2021 by saying, "Other companies spend money on advertising and manipulating public opinion. Tesla focuses on the product. I trust the people." And that's worked out pretty well so far, hasn't it? They've got no PR department, they've barely spent anything on advertising so far, and they've got the world's best-selling car, the Model Y. But going back to advertising revenue, when companies like Ford, General Motors, Toyota, Volkswagen spend billions of dollars a year on advertising to fool people into buying their cars, which, let's face it, are as unique from one another as a row of lampposts. This in contrast to Tesla, who spend precisely zero on advertising their products up until just last year, where they spent approximately $6.4 million on US digital advertising. A drop in the ocean compared to that of legacy auto companies who literally spend billions of dollars a year just to persuade you to buy their unsophisticated products. Tesla began investigating customer complaints about the issue on Model 3 and Model Y vehicles in China on March 25th. By mid-April, the automaker had identified the condition impacting vehicles in China as a latch switch deformation. Tesla has continued to look at the issue and found that the rates of occurrence were higher in China than in Europe and North America, but the reason for that disparity is unknown. Tesla has said that as of the 20th of July, it has identified 3 warranty claims or field reports for US vehicles that are related to or may be related to the hood issue. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said that Tesla has released a free software update to address this issue. And there it is, buried all the way down here in this article, is the reality of this 1.8 million vehicle recall. It's not a recall as most people understand the word recall to actually mean. You don't need to book a day off work, return your car to a dealership, that dealership then spend hours on labour and replacement parts, etc. No. This recall, like practically all Tesla recalls before it, is a simple over-the-air software update, which magically fixes the problem, with Tesla owners being none the wiser about the entire issue. Owner notification letters are expected to be mailed on the 22nd of September. Long after this issue will be totally blown over and fixed. Yet still, millions of physical letters are required to be sent out to Tesla owners. By which time they receive them, it'll already be fixed. There's another issue that should be addressed. What a ridiculous waste of paper that is. If any reader happens to make it this far down the article, realises that they may have been duped into thinking that this Tesla recall was in fact a total non-issue resolved with some software after all, The Independent thankfully has something up its slippery sleeve in terms of actual recall by reminding us that last month, Tesla recalled its futuristic new Cybertruck pickup for the 4th time in the US since it went on sale on the 30th of November to fix problems with trim pieces that can come loose and front windshield wipers that can fail. Wipers? There's only one wiper. And a front windshield wiper that could fail. Fancy that. An entirely unique vehicle which has never been made before has encountered a couple of small challenges with a few parts, reminding us that sometimes, just sometimes, Teslas actually do need a recall to fix physical issues. The article goes on to seemingly add a few words for word count's sake by saying, when it was launched, the electric pickup truck was described as the most unique thing on the road by Elon Musk. Well, yeah, that's going to be hard to argue against. Finally, the future will look like the future, he told the attendees, consisting of Tesla investors. The Cybertruck was dubbed an armoured personnel carrier from the future. Not sure why they needed to end the article with Cybertruck, but fine. We really do need a new word for recall. We already have one, in fact. It's called an over-the-air update. But who on earth would click on a headline, Tesla receives an over-the-air software update to fix a problem that never actually occurred? It's just not going to actually work for clickbait, is it? No one's going to click an article if it says that. Far best if the dying mainstream media continue their path of spreading negativity, misery and lies. At least that way they get paid, whilst knowingly misinforming the public about the safest cars ever tested. Not everyone can be fooled into thinking electric cars are somehow a bad idea though, like this incredible story of a Pasadena police department who have just switched their fleet of 20 internal combustion engine police cars to Tesla Model Ys and are now reaping the benefits big time. Check it out next. I'm Will, this is the Tesla Jigsaw. Thank you Patreons and thank you for watching. Bye for now.